Hello everyone, here Kamikaze. You probably know me, for many reasons in the TheoTown Discord server, but I think you know me the most as the guy who streamed Genshin Impact on this server twice. You know how the streams went, at least I hope so. If I have no idea what I'm talking about, just watch my last two videos. You'll get the context needed for this video. Anyways, so yeah, the streams. You may or may not know why I stream Genshin in the first place, or even what effects had on the Discord server. So right now, I'm about to explain how the streams occur and where were the effects of them. So buckle up and let's get into it. For a stream to have occurred in the first place, Genshin had to be known in some way in the third Discord server, because otherwise I wouldn't have streamed it. So let's go back to a few months after the game was released to the public. So in this story, we have three key people: Genuine, X-Smith, and Queen. They were all three whips. According to the missing history of the server, Janek started playing Genshin at around late 2020, while Queen had said that he started playing Genshin the 4th of April 2021, although some of the chats he had says otherwise. This trio often occupied the chat just to talk about garbage stuff related to Genshin for a long while until they stopped or somebody entered in and changed the topic. But well, it barely increased exposure of the game, since most people will ignore the messages. It was the action and behavior of a person that made the game well known in the server. And that person is Jay. Just anyone. One of the devs of TheoTown and also the developer of Beatright. Such a cool guy, am I right? But he's also something really disgusting. A whip. A special whip, to say the least. As he seems for fictional woman. He was seen doing that before in mid-2020, where he was simping for Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. I made sure that I knew about it by changing his nickname and profile picture to Monica. It's in the end led me straight Doki Doki Literature Club. God, what a ton of events! So, on the 12th of January 2021, after waiting for a while, Jake came back for the gun Hebana and managed to get her, and that's how everything started. He decided to say sayonara to Monica and said buenos dias to Ganyu, as he changed his profile picture to one of her and changed his nickname to Ganyu. As many of us do with whips, we just make fun of him. He later replied with a really funny video.
You wanna play games? Okay. I'll play with you. Come on. Okay. You wanna play rough? Okay. Uno. Say hello to my little friend!
But that simping of Jay made everyone know in the first place who was Ganyu, and by consequence, what is Genshin Impact, and that stuck in people's minds, at least on the server. There were other reasons that make Genshin known in the TheoTown Discord server, like an overall increase of popularity of the game. But I think that JC before Ganyu was the main thing that made Genshin well known on the server. So to do this research on what are the after effects of the stream, I look at the messages of the days to see what were the topics of them, but also counted the amount of Genshin related messages that were sent on each day. To do that, I've picked 5 keywords and counted them. And those are Genshin and its derivatives like Genshit or Geishit, Ganyu, Gekin, Kiki, and Paimon. The reason I picked those words are the following. For Genshin, it's obvious. For Ganyu, I explained before, and for Paimon, well, if you play the game, you might know. You might know why. For Gekin, well, I chose it because it was mentioned quite often due to an event that happened before. So one day, Elk, who was at the time a Gekin mainer, decided to run the command Berate Gekin that fetches a random post in a random subreddit on a kinking subreddit. And the next thing we know is that it fetches a pornographic image of her that wasn't tagged as not safe for work. Oh god. So after that incident, yeah, I decided to ban the word again and joke about it. For Kiki, well, it was Queen's main, and that's it. There's nothing special about her. People just talk about her because of that. So after explaining that, I gave these beautiful names to explain the effects, and so after that, let's get into the nitty gritty. So it was a boring day of November, where I decided to do something special for the Christmas break. So I came up with Bad Decision December, where people could suggest awful games so I can stream them. And I had later to choose 5 of them for a final vote. The game with the most votes will be the game I had to play. So I launched the forum for people to propose games, and I waited for submissions to enter. But one day, a single suggestion would completely change the course of everything in the server. On the 4th of December, Quinn posted an image of his hotel build. Fucking same. And then I said Genshin, but with a vomiting emoji. But after that message, Elsawe joined in and said this.
Hang on. Can't we just recommend Genshin Impact to Kami? He'll hate it.
So the day passed, I announced a finalist, and people voted. And these were the final results.
Say which game is in second position. Necopara, Cat Boys Paradise. And on first place we have is Genshin Impact.
So Genshin won! And on the 20th of December, I had to stream it. So it was the 28th of December 2021, and chat was going well due to the stream. Literally most of the time, the topic of the chat was either the stream or Genshin, with people mostly shitposting about it. So after hours of intense waiting, it was 5 in the afternoon, and I started streaming. Holy shit, that's fucking awful!
What's the deal with it?
It's a piece of shit! Mr. Suspicious. Sus!
Are you a new ally?
It's a fanboy. And probably that is one of the biggest streams I've ever done. There was a sustained peak of 12 people watching the stream simultaneously. And probably one of the biggest non-official TheoTown Discord events ever. The reason why many people tune in? Well, I have 12 possible reasons. One of them is the day of the stream. I streamed right in the middle of the Christmas break, where a lot of people didn't have to go to school or work, not do other important stuff, so they had the time to join in and watch me suffer. The other reason was curiosity. So there were two groups of people that were watching. Ones who have played the game before, and the others who have never played it but heard about it. Well, the first group, they were joining to see what would be my first live reactions of the game. While for the other group, they joined to see what was actually the game about, and know more about it. Even though there were some technical issues like the game literally crashing my PC, I would call the stream a big success. But there's an important effect of the stream. It made people talk about Genshin. If we look at the graphs of the amount of Genshin related messages sent per day, we can clearly see when the stream occurred, as there is a massive spike of messages. But if we But if we look before the stream and after the stream, we could see a trend where people after the stream talk more about Genshin. You, well, it's because a lot of people tune in and watch the stream, and also there were a lot of people who watch the video I made later after I done the stream. So yeah, you, I made Genshin really popular on the TheoTown Discord server. You could say this is bad or good. Well, it depends to you. But the impact is there. Pun intended. So the idea of doing a second Genshin Street came even before the first stream occurred. I was planning to down the second one. I will try to grind and unlock a specific character. And who would be that character? Well, it was none other than Angel herself. Why her? Well, she was and still is a staple of the TheoTown Discord server memes, mainly because Jay was simping for her. I could certainly get some stream content out of it. But there was a really glaring issue. You could only get her on her limited time banner, which happened the 12th of January 2021. So I have to sell the idea. Although there was one small detail, and that is that banners, limited time ones, tend to get a rerun after 1 year, and that day came. So Hebana was getting rerun on the 25th of January 2022, and having heard about it, I started planning it. But there is one glaring issue about it, and it's about the gambling aspect of the banners. You see, can use a 5-star character, and the chances of getting her on Hebana is a whopping 1.6%. Yeah, that's a tiny percentage. But, and that's a big but, there's also the pity system, where if you do 90 polls, you have a 50% chance of getting any 5-star character. I ban any, I mean any. You could easily get Ganyu or get a totally different 5-star character that you probably didn't want. So yeah, I had to do 90 polls just to have a slight chance of getting her. And knowing that each poll is about 160 Primogens, doing the maths brings out that I have to get 14,400 Primogems, which is a lot. Now in the game is a generous amount when giving them. So after knowing that, I started playing the game with the mission of grinding and reaching the Primogem goal, which took me about 50 hours of my precious time and totally wasn't good for my sanity. So about the 25th of January, I was about to announce a stream, and also a challenge, where if I get Ganju on the stream, I had to use the worst perfect pixel for an entire month that was sent to me. Some, some of the images that were sent to me were, normal, but one set of images will certainly change the course of history again. The day of the stream came, and the stream.
Look at this
Why-
dude.
why- Look at this dude.
Dude.
He's a simp. He's a simp. Albert is a simp. What? Don't get so horny about it. What the
Now
fuck?
this guy will fucking die. There you go.
Why are you so horny, Cammy? What is this?
Well, even though I got it as I says, there wasn't as many people in this as in the first stream. This is mainly due to the date not being great for many people. It was straight up a Monday, and the fact that there was nothing interesting to watch really. It just was me, Queen, and Dev messing around most of the time. that interesting to watch, really. The only thing appealing that people were waiting to see was the gambling part. So, talking about that, well, let this Bios explain it. Let's take the 60 for people. Alright. I got your faith for the third fucking time.
Can you? Can you? Can you?
So yeah, I managed to get Kanju. With that, I had to change my profile picture to a horrible image of her. And that image was this. Kanju with an Ahigao face that was literally cropped out of a porno image. How lovely, am I right? So I agreed to the terms of my challenge and had to use that profile picture for an entire month. Also, let me join to the fun with a payment profile picture. What a simp. So yeah, the days passed by with people asking me about the profile picture and making jokes about it. Also questioning it sometimes. But on the 12th of February, everything was about to go to shit when Tommy asked me to give him a Ganju image for some reason and decided to send him one of the another image that was submitted to me that was really horrible too. So after that, he changed his profile picture to that. People asked about it, but then people wanted to follow the joke and changed their profile picture to Garbo anime ones. Yeah, that judgment turned up dumpster fire. And some even asked for the source of the fucking Ganyu images, which some of them found them. Gosh. So, it's been a month since I last have that horrible Ganyu profile picture. 2 months since I streamed me gambling for a goat, and 4 months since I started playing Genshin. And looking back at it, it's impressive that I left a unnoticeable a big mark in the server. That is up to this day you can still see, with people still tagging or mentioning Genshin or the streams. You might recall that they didn't bring good things into the server, and you're probably right. Since chat got weirder after that day, and maybe a bit hornier. I am not proud about the fact that I ended up spending over 50 hours of my life playing garbage impact and destroying my image with that Ganyu image. What I'm proud of from all of this is just the amount of people managed to join together and support me through this really wild journey. Either by playing the game with me, joining the stream, chatting, or just simply watching the videos. And I, I quite appreciate that because otherwise, this could never happen. Anything of this couldn't happen. You know, you're the only reason that made this possible. So I gotta thank all of you for making this possible. And with that, thank you guys for watching this video. Also, if you're asking, Kami, when you are going to do a part 3? Well, let me say this. Never. Why? Because fuck you, I'm not doing this again.